welcome to MCSE TV. Now guys, can I just say I've got the worst cough at the moment. I'm going to try and get from the start of the video to the end of the video without coughing, but we'll see how we go. It'll be a bloody miracle if I do. There you go. Already. But yeah, I'm sorry I had to bring that up, but yeah, it's so bad at the moment. I can just about do this video because it's that bad. Anyways, so guys, we obviously take on Nottingham Forest tomorrow at Stamford Bridge at 3 o'clock in the FA Cup third round. Now guys, I'm not going to lie, I am so nervous for this game. Yeah, Nottingham Forest aren't even in the Premier League, they're in the Championship, but they are a very, very good side and they're going to be well up for beating us tomorrow. Now, it's one thing that I always say about the FA Cup and in the Carabao Cup. Two things: always, never ever undermine these teams that are in lower divisions or leagues. Never, because the passion always drives these teams. I'm not going to bring up past results because it's a bit painful to think about, but in the past we have been beaten by teams in lower leagues in these kinds of competitions because they're so up for it. Chelsea can't just go into this game thinking, oh, it's only Nottingham Forest and they're obviously in the Championship. Like, it's serious. They have such a good side. And they're actually coming into this game on the back of a 4-2 win against Leeds. And Leeds are at the top of the Championship and Nottingham Forest are 7th. So that says enough in itself, really, doesn't it? So yeah, it's going to be a very, very hard game. But yeah, let's get into the preview. I'm going to give my score predictions, talk about what's been said in the press conference today, because Zola obviously led it at 12:30. And yeah, let's get into it. So guys, first of all, let's talk about how our team will be going into this game. Well, we're not going into this game in the best of forms, are we really? We're not doing great at the moment. I feel as though we're just scraping by. We're obviously on the back of a 0-0 draw against Southampton, and let's be honest, it has been very scrappy results recently. I mean, we've got the jobs done here and there, but there just have been scrappy results. None of the wins have been very convincing of recent. For example, the 1-0 against Crystal Palace, that wasn't a convincing result. The 2-1 against Watford, then we lost against Leicester. Like, the results haven't been strong results where we've flown by in every game. We've saw like sparks of potential and hope. Obviously, we've actually got the job done and got 3 points. But as I said, they haven't been convincing wins. So it does worry me going into this game. And I think the boys will be nervous about it because, as I said, Nottingham Forest are a good side. And obviously, as to what they did against Leeds shows how good they are at the moment. And as I said, never undermine these small sides. Never. Yeah, everyone's going to want to get to the final, aren't they? And I'd be devastated if we lost tomorrow because I absolutely love the FA Cup. It is one of my favourite competitions. I've always been a lover of it. But I do quite like the thrill of the winner-takes-all kind of thing. I think it's quite exciting. I mean, it's very tense, don't get me wrong, and nerve-wracking, and obviously doesn't work out the best for you if your team doesn't do very well. But I do like the thrill of, like, the winner-takes-all. Like, if you win, you're through. If you lose, you're out. It's, like, it's quite exciting. But as I said, maybe not the best for us at the moment considering how we're doing, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm feeling very, very anxious now. Even talking about it is making me feel anxious. Oh no. So guys, before talking about Morata and the team that's going to play tomorrow, I'm going to quickly run you through some of the things that Zola said in the press conference today. I'm not going to go through everything because obviously there was quite a lot, but I'll go through the main points that were said. So Zola said he always rated the FA Cup as one of the best competitions because it feeds the dreams of many people and the crowd love it. Me being one of them people, you know, I do love the FA Cup. What a competition. He also said, Nottingham Forest are a team we have to respect because they have players who can cause us problems. And again, as I mentioned earlier, like they beat Leeds at the weekend. They are going to cause us a lot of problems and they're going to want it so bad. They're going to want to get through to the next round. Like, how buzzing would the players be if they went back to Nottingham and said, yeah, we beat Chelsea. You know, it's a big achievement, so they'll be well up for it. These teams always want to prove points. And it's just like many of these FA Cup games this weekend. Like, for for example, when teams are playing Manchester United, Manchester City, these smaller teams, no disrespect them by saying that, are going to want to beat these big teams. It would be massive for them. Willian, Giroud and Pedro won't be available for tomorrow's game, which will leave some space for younger players. Callum Hudson-Odoi is fit again and available. Zola added that there'll be more rotation to the side. I would be so excited if Odoi started tomorrow. Absolute scenes. It's written in the stars if he scores tomorrow. Oh, what a player. I absolutely love Callum Hudson-Odoi. What a guy. Well, I love all the youth team players, of course, but like the youth team players, oh, it's just magical to see them play and so exciting for them in the futures. Just like when Ruben Loftus-Cheek always scores, it's so exciting, I can't cope. But yeah, I hope to see Ruben start tomorrow as well, actually. But yeah, that's what Zola said. So guys, obviously Zola has said that there's going to be team rotation tomorrow. So when the team sheets come out an hour before kick-off tomorrow, obviously we'll be seeing some new names on there, which is so exciting. It's always great to see what other players can do and how they play alongside each other. So yeah, very interesting. I do hope, as I said, to see the likes of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Hudson-Odoi and Padu. That would be really good to see. But yeah, I do feel like we do need to kind of still play a strengthened side though. We do need to take this game seriously. But obviously not the strengthened side, if you get what I'm saying. Hazard is supposed to be rested tomorrow, Zola did mention in his press conference. And I really hope he is, because when we've got the likes of Tottenham coming up, we need to be resting these big players. And we don't want to be risking them getting injuries or anything like that, because we need to be saving them for them types of games. I hope that Hazard doesn't even have to come out tomorrow, even as a substitute, because what Chelsea tend to do is we'll start off with a certain side, rest some players, and we'll have a few of the first team players out, like Azpilicueta, etc. And we'll have some youngsters out, and then if things are going horribly wrong, if we're losing or drawing, Sarri might suddenly bring on Hazard, and I just don't want that to happen tomorrow. I want us to do the game without him and other big players. I feel like we need to just kickstart it and get the job done. Yeah, we don't want to be risking players such as Hazard. We just really don't. And obviously Giroud, Willian and Pedro are injured anyway, so that's 3 main players ruled out. But they could potentially be back for Spurs, so we'll see. But one player I do want to talk about is Morata. I do think that it's really important that Morata does start tomorrow and score some goals. And this is going to sound really controversial, and I don't want it to sound nasty. Morata needs to score tomorrow. It's Nottingham Forest. He needs to be that focal point, and he needs to get the ball in the back of the net, you know? Simple as that. He's got to do it. It's Nottingham Forest. If he doesn't score, I want to see a good performance from him if he starts tomorrow. Seriously. It frustrated me against Crystal Palace in particular. There was a chance that he clearly did miss. He needs to score tomorrow. It's so important that he does. And it's not just important that he scores, it's important for his self-confidence and the fans' confidence. And what I mean by the fans' confidence is when you see his name on the starting team sheet, you want to have confidence and think, yes, Morata's starting, we've got this. You want to see that his name and think, you know what, he's our goal scorer, our top goal scorer, we can do it with him. But we're just not getting that vibe at the moment. He needs to score tomorrow. It's so important, and I really hope he does. Against a team like Nottingham Forest, he should surely be banging the goals in. It's not Tottenham, is it? It's not Liverpool, it's not Man City. It's not, no disrespect to Nottingham Forest, and as I said, they'll be a hard team to beat, but it's an FA Cup game, for crying out loud. He needs to be scoring in it. Zola has actually said it's important for Morata to score, but goals are only a consequence of the work he does for the team. He believes the goals will come for the striker. So, fingers crossed. I want to believe the goals will come for the striker. I do have faith in him, but we're just going to have to see what happens in it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below all your pre-match thoughts, your score predictions and your predicted team lineup. I am going to give a score prediction. Some of you guys might be shocked by this, but I'm going to be honest. I hate to say it, but I really don't think we're going to keep a clean sheet tomorrow night. I just can't tomorrow afternoon. I just can't see it, to be honest. As I said, I do think Nottingham Forest are going to test us. They're going to want to bang in some goals past us. So I'm actually going to go for the score prediction of 3-2 Chelsea. Obviously us Blues will win. But yeah, I'm going to go 3-2 Chelsea. As I said, I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. But I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I think we're going to see goals flying in everywhere. I feel like the FA Cup is like that a lot of the time. But yeah, 3-2 Chelsea. Also, guys, I am going to be doing a third round score predictions video. So when you've tuned into this video, make sure to head over to that one and let me know all your score predictions for tomorrow. It's so exciting. But yeah, let's just see what we can do. Let's get all 3 points. And let's hope I'm sat here tomorrow night talking about us getting into the next round of the FA Cup. Come on, you Blues, up the Chels. Thanks.